We begin where we last ended. Murder. It's something Officer Sal McGill has seen numerous times during his tenuous career on the LAPD, but it's rare to come upon a victim left in such a horrifying display. What's even stranger is that Officer McGill knew this poor soul all too well.
Someone there? Show yourself. I'm an officer of the law. Come out where I can see you. You asked for it. What the hell? Oh, no. Creases.
You are listening to Dash, the case of the mysterious Zita Makara. Episode 2, The Boyfriend.
Plink follows me back to my apartment on Vine.
Don't clean up on my account.
You didn't give me much notice.
What was that? Did you say you were making drinks?
Don't recall. Did I say that?
Swear I heard you mention it.
The guy gives me a peck on the cheek and he takes his jacket off.
Mwah. I'll have my usual.
Fine. 1 gin sling for the gentleman. Coming right up.
I love the way you make them.
You'll be lucky if I have ice. So, who were you meeting in the park tonight?
He's making me a drink right now.
You're evasive.
I'm actually a Sagittarius.
Still not an answer.
Does it matter right now?
Just thinking. You stood up whoever it was you were meeting tonight.
I didn't stand you up, that's all that matters. I'll take care of the rest later.
You're still gonna need me for backup?
I always need you for backup.
Your specifics are driving me wild.
I know something else that'll drive you wild.
Simmer down. I thought I was mixing drinks.
You do that. I'll go wash up.
You still didn't answer. Oh, damn. A gin sling is 2 ounces of gin, 1 ounce of sweet vermouth, 1 ounce of lemon juice, 1 ounce of sugar syrup. Hit it with some Angostura and shake it up. Pour that out into a Collins glass with some ice. Top it off with some soda water, add a twist. You've got yourself a great drink. He's lucky I had ice. Plink's in the bathroom the entire time I'm mixing, avoiding any questions I've got. Your drink's ready. Did you fall in? I thought you were just washing up.
Hold on.
I stand there like a chump with a drink in each hand. Then the door opens. Plink leans against the door frame, scrubbed clean and in the buff. Yeesh.
You know, bartender, I tip very well.
Cindy was wrong about one thing. It's way afternoon before I even open my eyes. I reach over for Plink, but no one's there. I snap awake and scan the room. I hear the shower, and I see Plink's clothes on the floor. Relieved, I fall back on the pillow. I hate waking up alone when I didn't go to bed that way. He avoided all my questions like a pro. Whenever I cornered him, he changed the subject. Didn't know he could change the subject that many times in one night. To be honest, didn't know I could either. I need a cigarette just thinking about it. But where's he been? Who is he supposed to meet? What isn't he telling me? I decide to put my suspicions on hold and call the office.
Private Investigator Dash Al Malone's office.
My wisecracking secretary, Cindy Crenshaw.
We put the eye in private eye. How can I help you?
Cindy, it's me. How many times have I told you that doesn't even make sense?
When you think of something snappy to say, I'll say that.
Never mind. I'm sorry I'm not there yet. It was a late night.
You sound awfully gay for having such a late night.
You're a regular comedian. Anything happening I need to know about?
Miss Makara has called several times. She wants to know if you're going to take her case. She is quite persistent, or as I like to call it, pushy. She said the moment I get a hold of you to call her at Los Angeles 90007.
Okay. Anything else going on there, other than you reading Gone with the Wind for the 30th time?
Well, it's just terrible. Why are people so into this? Maybe if I read it enough, this damn book will shed light on why everyone's so crazy about it. And that movie they made? I don't care how many awards it won. It goes on for days. And she's so stupid. I'd dump her too. And I'd kick her in her fiddle-dee-dees before I did it.
Well, it's good to see you're being productive.
Call that number and get that lady off my back, will ya? Somebody needs to get some work done today.
Los Angeles Museum of Natural History. This is Emily Butterback speaking. How may I direct your call?
The Museum of...
Natural History, yes. How may I direct your call?
Yes. May I speak to Miss Zita Makara, please?
Miss Makara is currently giving a tour of our new Egyptian exhibit to a class of school children, whom were ever so preciously loud. May I put you through to someone else?
No. When will Miss Makara be finished?
Tours take up to a full hour, if there aren't many pressing questions. Is there a message I can leave?
I'll try and stop by, see if I can catch her later. Thanks, doll.
Did you use up all the hot water?
Plenty for you, don't worry.
Say, you want to go see a museum exhibit with me? Afterwards, I'll buy you breakfast.
It's the afternoon, Dash.
Breakfast in the afternoon, then. I'll take you to the Brown Derby.
I got business, lover. Maybe tomorrow. I gotta get going.
Hey. I didn't say you could leave yet, did I? Why don't we stay in bed? We'll worry about business tomorrow.
If this deal comes through, we won't have to get out of bed for many tomorrows. Trust me.
No kiss goodbye?
You need to shave. The 5 o'clock shadow doesn't work at 1 p.m.
Oof. Well, that's smarts.
I sit on the bed in my shorts, alone. If Webster's had a picture next to the definition of dejected, it'd be my sorry mug. Yeah.
Dash.
Officer Sal McGill. My inside on the police force. And a friend. Hey, pal.
You busy? I need to talk to you, but it's got to be in person. It's important.
Yeah, sure. The usual place?
See you there.
We meet by the 6th Street Bridge. Our usual place near the train tracks. Public, but private enough that we can see anyone coming.
Things took a turn after you left last night.
How's that?
Found a stiff in the park.
Officer, I thought you were married.
I'm serious. Body wasn't even cold.
What happened?
Dunno. Poor bastard went through some hell, though. Looked like he'd been buried alive and dug up.
Ugh, that's an image.
Not one I'm gonna forget. Had these burns on his throat. Looked like somebody's hands around his neck. I don't even know how that's possible.
Sounds like a real horror show.
That's only the half of it. Spent the rest of the night getting chewed out by the captain. I'm supposed to forget I saw anything or it's my badge.
Seems excessive.
Here's the thing.
There's always a thing.
Over the past week, they found 9 bodies just like it. So far, it's been kept out of the press. Don't ask me how.
A kept secret in Los Angeles. That is scary.
I gotta ask, and I'm sorry. You ain't gonna like it, but what were you guys up to last night?
You know, putting the finishing touches on our downhill derby racer. What else would two guys be doing in the park when the sun goes down?
Recess. Why are you being difficult?
I'm cute when I'm difficult.
I'm trying to look out for you here.
All right. Plink was doing some business. He needed me as backup. At least that's what he said. I didn't know till I got there, honest.
What kind of business?
I'm still working on that.
Okay. Artie Ponderosa. Name ring any bells?
You know it does.
That was the stiff I found last night.
That was the... Are you sure it's the same?
Positive ID. How long did you say Plink was out of town for?
Over a week. What are you driving at?
I'm just saying.
What are you just saying?
I'm just saying.
He's not a murderer, Sal.
He hasn't been square with you since jump. And last night I find the body of a guy who's got history with the both of you. In the dark, 10 feet away, and dead as a doornail. Call it a coincidence, but I'm just saying. Look, I don't want to see you get burned again. That's all this is about.
Listen, I'm headed to the museum. I need to follow up on a potential case. You wouldn't want to escort me, would you, officer? I always wanted a handsome gentleman in uniform to show me some history.
You're ridiculous. I hope you find him, buddy. I really do, but I gotta go check back into the station.
Sure. Tell the guys I said hi. Actually, don't. They won't speak to you then.
They don't speak to me now.
I head to the museum. My mind begins to race. Artie Ponderosa, former client. He hired me because his grandma was being swindled by her antique dealer.
It's terrible, I tells you, just terrible. She spends thousands a week on antiques. It's utter crap, and it's cluttering up the mansion.
He was more concerned about his inheritance being flushed down the tubes.
Grandmother is very wealthy, but there's only so much.
Maybe she likes the goods and services she's receiving.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
I didn't.
I don't want to know the details. I just want it to stop. You got me, Malone.
Ooh, loud and clear.
Take care of it.
I dug into this antique dealer. He had quite a show going, selling phony goods to a clientele of the wealthy and well-connected up in the hills. And that's where this antique dealer found a sweet spot. His name was Johnny Plinkets.
What's the matter with me? I'm gay, I'm lovable, and I've got good teeth.
His patrons were rich old ladies, quite smitten by his boyish good looks and charm. Yeah, I was too. So I confronted him. It didn't start out well.
You can't prove nothing. Now get out of my way before
you
call
what?
the
Before you reach for that gun in your pocket? I'll have you on the ground before you can pull it.
How do you know I got a gun in my pocket?
That's a loaded question.
A loaded... I get it. You're a real wise guy, huh?
Smarter than I look. I got good teeth, too.
You've been following me?
Been behind you all day. Fortunately for me, it's not a bad view.
Huh. Say, I recognize you now. You were in the papers. You're that cop.
Not a cop anymore.
How'd you manage to beat a prison rap?
We all got our secrets. Right now, I'm more interested in yours.
Look, I can explain this.
I would love to hear it, and so would my client, Artie Ponderosa.
You're a private dick now?
Ouch. You gotta buy me a drink before you start talking like that.
You gonna turn me in? Is that your plan?
As I said, I was hoping you'd buy me a drink.
That's so. Let me ask you, how long have you been following me?
Enough to know that these old ladies you're bilking aren't the only ones who keep you company.
Guess we got a lot more in common than we don't.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We were standing so close I could smell his breath. God, he smelled good.
I could run.
You could, but you haven't.
I'm no Jesse Owens.
Not many people are.
But I'm a good kisser.
And just then, he proved he was. Just like that. And it was shocking. It was unexpected. It was everything I wanted. That night, I didn't turn him over to Artie. I didn't take him to the LAPD. I took him home. Johnny Plinkets. Plink. And just like that, the film reel stops playing in my head. I'm parked outside the museum. God, did you ever drive someplace and not remember how you got there? I forgot Miss Makara mentioned she worked at a museum. Or did she?
Can I help you?
Yes, I called earlier looking for Miss Makara.
Yes, I took that call.
You're Miss, Butterback.
Yes, I'm Emily Butterback. But you can call me Miss Butterback.
Swell. Is she available now, Miss Butterback?
Who's to say?
Huh. I guess you could, sweetheart.
Check the exhibit.
You couldn't have her tracked down for me, could you?
Can't say that I can. But feel free to stay and see the sights.
Next week on Dash.
Did you ever catch up with Miss Makara?
No, I even popped into the museum to track her down. Hey, and did she mention she worked at a museum?
She didn't, but that's curious. Take a gander at this.
Today's paper?
Yeah, right here, back of page 5.
Let's see. Los Angeles Museum of Natural History. Secrets of Ancient Egypt Unearthed. Meet the recently discovered mummy and learn his mysteries.
The Ouroboros.
You have embarked
Dash Malone.
Dash, it's Sal.
What's the trouble? You find another body?
You just need to see this for yourself. Hurry.
You have been listening to Dash, the case of the mysterious Zita Makara, starring Peter Zielinski, Sara Luciano, Jay Mazzola, Shana Masad, Christopher Tolomeo, Cathy Mostek, Carlos Giga, Leigh Jacobs, and Thomas Robert Irvin. Written and directed by Dave Ebersole. Original music by Christopher Tolomeo and Mick Laurel. Designed, produced, and edited by Mick Laurel with Ed Hill. Executive producers Andrew Greenwood and Ed Hill. Dash was created by Dave Ebersole and Delia Gable. I'm Jim Diamond. Until next time, thank you for listening. Dig deeper into Dash by getting the graphic novel from Northwest Press. Available on Comixology, Amazon, northwestpress.com, or your local comic book shop.
$231. That's the average number of apps used by many companies. This leads to a lot of context and tab switching that drains employee focus and costs your company. Grammarly can help. Grammarly's AI works in over 500,000 apps and websites, making it easy for your team to write clearly and on brand without disrupting workflow. Join 70,000 teams who save an average of $5,000 per employee per year using Grammarly. Go to grammarly.com/enterprise to learn more.